In this part, we're now going to talk about subtraction because here's why. Between these two set of parentheses, we have a minus in between, so we're going to subtract. Just like in the previous part, we're going to be where we added. This part, we're going to be doing subtraction. So since there's a minus, and you don't see any visible number, so this means it's an invisible 1. So that means I'm going to distribute my -1 into the parenthesis that the minus is directly in front of. So my -1 times 8x to the third will be negative 8x to the third. My -1 times positive 8x squared will be negative 8x squared. And then -1 times negative 5x will be plus 5x. Then over here, I have nothing in front of the parenthesis, so I'm going to bring down the inside and let go of the parenthesis. So 8x to the third plus 1 minus 6x squared. Alright, so there's no parentheses, meaning that we're going to combine like terms. So my first one, x to the third. So I'm going to look for any more x to the third. So we have two of those, 8x to the third minus 8x to the third. Well, that's going to become 0x to the third. And I'm just going to leave that for now. Alright, the second one is my constant number, 1. So I'm going to look for any other constant numbers, which I don't have. So I'm just going to write plus 1. Then I'm going to work with my x squared. And then looking, there is another one right here. So negative 6x squared minus 8x squared, that will become negative 14x squared. Then 5x, there's no more where x to the 1 power, so I'll just bring that down. Alright, so I finished combining like terms. What I'm going to do is going to put my answer, what I have, in order. Now x to the 4th, that's the highest, so I'm going to put that first. 5x to the 4th. Well, actually, that's a little mistake. I shouldn't have x to the 4th. So, rushing too fast. So, I just brought down to 5x. So, excuse that. No, actually, my highest exponent is x to the 3rd. Since it's a 0 coefficient, I don't actually have to put it there. So, if it's a 0 coefficient, you can just leave that out. Then, what's my new highest is x squared. So, negative 14x squared will come first. And then my plus 5x, and then my constant number plus 1. So actually that is our answer, and it's in order. So I'm going to box this up, and this is our final answer. In our second example, in our first set of parentheses, we have 3n minus 5n squared minus 4, and then the second set, negative 5n minus 4 minus n squared, and then we're going to be subtracting. So, same process. Let me put that invisible 1. So I'm going to multiply my -1 to everything that is in front of the, or directly in front of the parenthesis. So -1 times negative 5n, that would be positive 5n. -1 times -4, that would be positive 4. -1 times negative n squared will be positive n squared. Alright, then looking over here, there's nothing in front of the parenthesis, so I'm just going to bring that down, what's inside, and let go of the parenthesis. So 3n minus 5n squared minus 4. Since this is positive, I'm going to write plus. So my 3n, that's the first term here. Going to check if there's any more n's, which we have right here. So 3n, positive 3n, plus 5n, that will be 8n. The second one is the n squared, and looking, there's another one right here. So negative 5n squared plus 1n squared, that will be negative 4n squared. And then, looking at my constant number, there's another one right here. So negative 4 plus 4, that will actually be minus 0, sorry. You can write minus 0 or you can write plus 0. It doesn't matter. Especially with 0, it doesn't matter what you put. It's still going to be the same thing. You're adding nothing to it. You're taking nothing to it, so it won't change what you have. So negative 4 plus 4 is 0. Now, I'm going to check if what I have is in order. The highest exponent, which is n squared. So I'm going to put that one first. So negative 4n squared. It's negative because of that minus. And then my n is positive, so plus 8n. Since this is 0, I'm not required to write it. But if you do write it, it won't hurt you. It won't count against you. I won't take points off because technically it is true. It's just a 0. But if it's a minus 0 or plus 0, you don't have to put it. And this will be our final answer. In this third example, we have, in our first set of parentheses, negative 4n minus 4 minus n to the third. In our second parenthesis, it's negative 4n minus 7n to the third minus 4 plus 4n to the fourth. This one has 3 terms, so it's a trinomial. This one has 4 terms, meaning more than 3, so it's a polynomial. Again, doesn't matter how many terms you have at the beginning, as long as that you can have the correct signs, combine like terms, put your answer in order, and you're done. So we have a minus, so that means negative 1. I'm going to multiply, distribute to the set that the minus is directly in front of. So this one right here. Negative 1 times negative 4n will be positive 4n. Negative 1 times negative 7n to the third will be positive 7n to the third. Negative 1 times negative 4 will be plus 4. And then negative 1 times positive 4n to the fourth will be minus 4n to the fourth. Alright. Next, there's nothing in front of these set of parentheses, so I'm going to bring down the inside and let go of the parentheses. So negative 4n minus 4 minus n to the third. Since it's positive, it's a plus. Alright, so let's look at our first term, which is the n, and check if we have any more, which we have right here, and then there's no more, so these two. So negative 4n plus 4n, well, that actually become 0n, and then I'm going to leave that for now. Next is my constant number, negative 4, and then look for any other constant number, which we have right here. Negative 4 plus 4, well, that's also 0, so I'm going to put 0 here. Again, it doesn't matter if you put plus 0 or minus 0. Alright, third is the n to the third. And then here's another one. So I'm going to combine those two. Negative 1n to the third plus 7n to the third will be positive 6n to the third. And then last is the n to the fourth. There's no more n to the fourth, so I'll bring this one down. So negative 4n to the fourth. So I finished combining like terms. Next, I'm going to put my numbers, my variables, and my exponents in order. Or should I say, my terms are in order. The highest is n to the fourth, so I'm going to write negative 4n to the fourth. It's negative because of that minus. And then plus n to the third, that's the second highest. Since these two are 0, I'm going to leave them out. And I'm going to box my final answer, which is negative 4n to the fourth plus 6n to the third. And then that's it.